Well, staying with the tragedy series, here's another one. Actually, this one here, I think realistically, it should be titled Stupidity. Okay, let me turn it around and tell you the story behind this. Well, this goes back to July of this year. July it was not as hot as it normally could be around here. So anyway, as I was pulling the weeds, I thought, hey, I'll go ahead and prune this back a little bit more severely than maybe I should. It should look better, and which it sort of did. Except about 2 weeks after I did that, it got extremely hot. And so what happened was this part here, I think it sunburned and killed the whole top. So instead of tragedy, I think the better title would be Stupidity, but I'm going to stay with the tragedy. And so what am I going to do with this thing now? Well, it's missing an apex. It's got a big fat trunk, and it's got 2 branches off to each side that would be very difficult to convert to apex. Yeah, so this one, no use waiting on it. It's not coming back. It's a Chinese Hackberry. And when I'm thinking, do something dramatic. Well, let's face it, there's no easy way out of this predicament. I was thinking of tilting this so that this becomes the apex and this is the side branch by just cutting it off here. Maybe I'll try that first. Well, my other thought was, well, cut it off here anyway because this is all dead, and then split it in 2. Okay, looking at this cut, you see this color right here? It's still live here. This is the top part that died, and you could tell that it was not going to come back. Probably something has to do with this big cut I did early to style this from a tree into a potential bonsai. But anyway, this is gone now. So what to do next? Okay, one of the things I could do is do something like this. Now this side is a bigger branch, so if I tilt the other way, I probably more proportional, quicker, but in terms of the root, well, this might work also. Maybe what I should do is take it out of this can or this pot, training pot, and see what the roots want to do. Okay, I've done some rough cutting with my saws, and looks like it has a potential. Now, this is a very hardy plant, a Chinese hackberry, very, very hardy, almost as hardy as like the Chinese elm and Zelkova. Only problem I see with this guy is that he has a tendency to get whiteflies. But other than that, it's a very hardy tree. So I think I could, well, it's too late now, I've done it. And so I'm gonna work this area. I'm going to have to scrape this off and flatten it out this way and put it in a container, and we're going to be reworking this thing for the next 2-3 years, I think. Okay, I'm back from lunch. More energy now. I got to get this done before my nap time. As I get older, I'm beginning to enjoy my naps, but I still got a couple hours left in me, I'm sure. So let's proceed on with this project. Before I go on, this concept of going out to lunch. Now, I've done this automatically, so it's not a problem, but a lot of times I've seen people literally go out to lunch or work so slow that the root is exposed to the air and get damaged. So typically what I do is I get a wet towel and put it over the root before going out to lunch. So let's make that point clear. You cannot just go out to lunch and leave a bunch of roots, especially like the feeder roots. Now these are the feeder roots. This is coming out, so it's okay, but if I didn't explain what I've been doing, then if you follow my scheduling and go out to lunch, it can get damaged. All these down here, there was a cover, wet towel, so that it will not get damaged. So make sure you do that. Protect your roots, especially the feeder roots. So I'm going to do now is go ahead and scrape more of this off and then fill the whole thing in. So I'll go ahead and do that and get back to you. Okay, I got it in the pot, well, the box. I think the lines are okay. This is almost horizontal, slightly dipping, and then this goes up. I was thinking this was the back, but this might be the front. This side could be, but there needs to be work here. Well, next step, we're going to see what's up here, okay? So let's go see, well, start here. I think this is just going to be flat because it's our branch. Up here is more complex because we need a new apex. So for here, we're not going to be too concerned. Now this is going to be a lot of recovery time, so we're not going to try to style too much. We want to keep as much foliage as possible so that this area can recover. You see these little white flies that's flying there? That's one of the problems of this, is that they do give white flies, and I'm always fighting it. But I'm just going to keep it a mass ball, and then these little ones, let it grow. This other side here, it's going to be a lot more complex because we're going to need an apex. So let me study a little bit and then get back to you. Okay, I see this branch here, so I'm going to make it into a branch and then go up in here and still looking for the apex. In here somewhere. Okay, this is roughly what I have. Now, there was not an exact apex. This part was going up. I'm going to let it shoot up here, get it really thick so that it become a distinct apex, and then get these cut back. But I need to keep the vigor going so that this does not lose the growth habit that it has right now. So I'm going to, in terms of the pruning, I think I'm okay. I want to deal with this. This looks like a rough cut. I'm going to get my carver and start carving it out so that it looks a little bit more stylized. Well, with the thing running, I don't think you could hear well. So what I'm going to do is go in here, carved it out. I don't like this, so I'm going to carve that out. And somehow this is, it should be a little bit better flowing. Unfortunately, I think a bunch of ants are in here. They're was happily in it. I'm going to have to deal with that. But anyway, I'll go ahead and go get this area carved out smoother. Well, it seems like the ants like to be here, so I think I'll quit. Well, I think the next time we see this, you'll see this thing carved. But right now we got these angry ants. They're small, but I'm gonna wait till they're gone and then get around to carving it out. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now though. See, this side looks okay. So maybe this is the front, but I still like to get this back side so that it flows nicely. But basically getting rid of this bump. This one might actually stay, but I could envision it being coming out that way. But like I said, the ants are there and they want to be there for a while. So I'm gonna say goodbye. So hopefully you'll see this again. Chance of success in terms of survival, I would say about 90%. There shouldn't be any reason that this died. You just never know, okay? But anyway, this was part of the tragedy series. This one is more like, stupidity. Okay, anyway, this is Hiro saying goodbye. I'll see you again real soon in another chapter. This was the Chinese Hackberry. The top died because a little aggressive on the pruning, and then the heat wave came and killed the top. Okay, see you again real soon in another chapter.